Today is Wednesday, vlog of the day number 6, I think. It's looking nice out. It's pretty sunny, and the temperature allegedly is 50. I'm not sure how long it'll hold after the sun goes down, but today might be the day to go over to that bridge and take the photographs of the freeway before they change the lighting. I turn the stove off. I don't even need it when it's this warm and sunny. The sun takes care of it. So that's that. Before we do anything else, I gotta open up this box of food. I've eaten pretty much everything that came in on the first one, and it was all copacetic. There's nothing wrong with any of it, so I still haven't gone around to figuring out how good the price really is, but I don't think it's any more. So let's see what we got this time. Now this time, this is kind of a pre-baked box. I didn't really set this up because I forgot about it. So we have some mushrooms, which look good. A little dirty, but give me the mushrooms. Nothing really wrong with them. We have scallions, which look like they've seen better days, but chances are they taste just fine. If we take a couple of these outer ones off, that's probably just shipping damage, really. I mean, other than those, everything looks okay. We have broccoli, which looks fine. All right, here we go. We got a funny looking thing here. We got a funny looking pepper, but it looks like it's fresh and in good shape. I'm sure it tastes just fine. We got another pepper, which is also kind of funny looking, but it too is in good shape and everything seems fine. We've got spinach, which looks fine. We have blackberries, blackberries. They're definitely ripe. I would say these got to be eaten today. They're starting to turn a little bit. We got Brussels sprouts, which look fine. Got more broccoli, which looks fine. Got some grapefruits, which look fine. They're a little small, but they're fine. We have an eggplant, which is kind of funny looking, but it seems to be just fine. This is visibly deformed, but it doesn't seem like it's rotted. It's still hard. And then we have, we got parsley. This is more parsley than I would ever use in like 2 weeks. And we have another cucumber. Compostable wrap. Huh. It does feel different than the typical wrap. Interesting. Okay. Well, again, I think everything here is pretty much fine. The only thing that I think is a little flaky in this order is the scallions, which really could have just been shipping damage. It looks like someone just like it wasn't handled correctly. You know, these outer pieces just got banged up or something. But if we take that off, there's enough here to flavor a dish with no problem. And some of these blackberries look a little bit far gone, like that one's starting to turn a little bit. No mold though, so it's not a hazard, but a couple of those are a bit further going than I would prefer. So yeah, I think just those two. The rest of them are fine. Okay, so not too bad. A little bit of flakiness there, but I mean the majority of the order is fine. So not worried about it. Nothing in there was like totally useless. The scallions shouldn't have been like that, but the reality is there's more than you would need there to season a dish, probably multiple dishes. So that's fine. Let's see here. I think I have one or two things left. This is kind of slick on the bottom. I'm gonna wash that off. I know I have a box of tomatoes left. I'm just gonna go ahead and actually cut this off right now, because we don't need it, and it's not. It certainly isn't benefiting me in any way. And I'll just make sure I use this tonight. Yeah, I've got this, what do you call it left still? This asparagus and these tomatoes and the melon. I think I'm finna have the melon right now. See if it's any good. Green onions. I'm not familiar with that brand at all. It's a product of the Mexico. Alright, let's see what this melon looks like inside here. It's quite stiff for my knife. It needs to be sharpened. Okay. seems fine. Goof. Okay, so there's the melon. Alright, I'm finna consume the melon, and then we'll proceed with the day. I just got done eating that melon. Not bad. A little bland, but I think most of the fruit at this time of the year is bland because it's not growing around here, so they're importing it from who knows where, and the importing process is just not conducive to the freshness of the food. Anyways, I wanted to go out for a little while, but it is not nice out. It looks nice, but I went out on the deck for like 15 seconds and I just froze. So I think I'm gonna scratch that. It's windy. I think you got gusts up to 12, which is very high on the ground. So the wind chill, let's see, does this have wind chill on there? I think it does. I don't know. Maybe it don't. But it's cold. It's unpleasant out. And the sun is kind of becoming inconsistent. So I'm not going out unless I have to today. And if I go out, I'm going in the car. In fact, it's getting so cold, I think I'm finna turn the stove back on. Probably tomorrow we're gonna have to clean it out. Don't need much, should be good on like 3. Alright, so since we're stuck in, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working downstairs. I found some wire that we can use to redo the lights. So we redo the lights, we'll hang the lights up, and then can wrap up the electrical project down here. Hopefully clean up a little bit and maybe get the studio good enough to film, because I got a lot of videos I need to do, and not having the studio is really quite a nuisance. So I'm gonna get to work down here, and I'm gonna cut here and I'll do a separate video for this work. I just got done downstairs here, cleaned up all the mess from the floor, and everything is working now. The fan, the 2 lights here, lights above the studio. There's still more to be done, but at least now this is to the point where I can film videos here, work on things. So that's a big improvement over the situation as it was yesterday. Now I'm gonna make dinner, and I think I'll go to Home Depot afterwards. So we're gonna make, I got some Brussels sprouts here, which not a big fan of those, but they came in the box today, so we use them. And let's see, what do I need here? That might need the bigger pan. I guess I don't have a cover for this pan. That's kind of dumb, or is this it? No, I just don't have a cover for it. I guess it doesn't have a cover. Okay, well, that's... I need to have the cover, so I guess I'll just have to use the smaller pan. I thought I had a cover for that, but I guess not. we'll just have to use this pan then. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. And then to go with it, I got the leftovers from Christmas dinner. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we will cut these in half, cut the end off. I like to take the outer shell off, and then we'll cut them in half so they cook easier, because these are very dense, so they kind of take a while to cook if they're not if they're in big pieces. The knife is not cutting very well. I think it's the dowel. Okay, so now we will put some oil in here. And some water. And we can use some salt. And let's see here, some garlic. And just because I have so stinking much of it right now, I'm going to tack some parsley into the mix. Really no reason to, but I just got way too much of it right now. So we kind of want these to steam. So have a little bit of water in there. I'm going to keep an eye on that. And this will sit for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes in here. Oh, for heaven's sakes, this isn't the right size either. What does that even go to then? Maybe it's this one. There we go. It's not an exact match, but it'll work. Okay. So let that do its thing, and then for the rest of the meal I have I have the rest of Christmas dinner here. There's no point in warming up fat. A little bit too much water in here, so I'm going to leave this cover off. Let it dry out a little bit. Well, on 0, that's not going to work. Gotta be very careful with that because that meat's already cooked. Open. These are starting to get a little bit softer. They still got a ways to go. These are pretty much done at this point. I'll switch this off. I always like to rinse out the pans right when they're still hot, because then they come clean real easy. I don't even have to put them through the washer again. Okay, this should be good now too. I don't know where all those juices just went to. I mean, I saw them drip down the side of the thing there into the corner. Oh well, I tried. Okay, so that's the meal for tonight. The roast from Christmas, the carrots and broccoli from Christmas, and the Brussels sprouts from today. It's several hours since the previous clip, and I forgot that, well actually I remembered that I'm having the garage door fixed in the morning, so I needed to clean the garage. So I had to cancel going to the store, and I had to cancel taking pictures of the freeway, and I had to cancel working on the electrical downstairs because I needed to clean the garage. So I cleaned the garage. I didn't film it because I just needed to get it done. So the garage is, well, I shouldn't say it's clean. All the junk is moved from near the door to away from the door. I also opened this light real quick just to see if it included hanging apparatus, which it does, because I was going to buy some if it didn't, but it didn't go to the store, so that became inconsequential. And then the one other thing that I did, which I'll have a separate video on this later, is I changed the light bulb in this light over here. I changed it to amber colored LED bulb of all things, and it very much simulates the warm glow of high pressure sodium. The only problem is I don't think so that it's going to be bright enough, because it seems like it's not really illuminating the yard much anymore. You know, whereas the other bulb, you could really see that it was illuminating the yard pretty good. Not enough to like pick out details of things, but it was enough to see, to go up and down the stairs, and you know, you could see if there was an animal, or hopefully not a person, or you know, whatever there. Whereas this bulb, I'm just not sure that it's going to be bright enough. So once the night progresses and the Christmas lights, I shut them off, we'll be able to get a better idea of just how bright that is. But as far as simulating a high pressure sodium bulb goes, it's a very, very similar color, and at a quick glance it's not really indistinguishable, or distinguishable. It's not distinguishable, or it is indistinguishable. Anyways, stupid words. So the day is pretty much over at this point. Kind of a dry vlog other than the cooking, I guess. So it was a successful day in the sense that the electrical work downstairs got accomplished to the point where now I have a working studio, which is extremely important because now I can start recording regular videos. But that's it for today. Not too cold at 33 degrees. What do we got in here? Yeah, 76 in here, so I'm going to turn the stove down a little bit. No reason to have it going quite that hot. 74 is good enough. Actually, that's about as low as it'll go before it starts to go out, so it's not using many pellets. No, that'll be enough to get through the night and to fill it until tomorrow. So tomorrow I would like to clean the studio and get it operational, because there's just junk everywhere, so I need to clean it up. And then I'd like to maybe work on the closet situation, get the closets moved. So, well, we'll see. I can already tell the yard is not as bright as it usually is. I think it's just for the sake of not having to film again later. I'm just going to switch the lights off now. I'll just turn it back on in a few minutes. Let's see what it looks like out there, because that light is important. It's the only light that runs all night in the back. So if it's not bright enough, then it's not going to work. Oh, it's fine. I can see the stairs. It's definitely not as bright, but I think it'll be okay. Look out the window in the computer room and see if I can see the yard good or not. Well, it's definitely a lot dimmer. It's bright enough that I'd be able to see the stairs and walk around, but I guess I could probably see. Yeah, I mean, I can see in the yard, but it's not as bright as the other one was. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to keep looking out through the evening and see if I find it adequate or not. It's definitely right on the edge of being too dim, which I don't quite understand because it's supposed to be the same brightness as the bulb that I replaced, but just more evidence to the fact that the advertising on these LED bulbs is absolutely not what it should be. And the brightness that they allege on here for the power drawn is not equivalent to the brightness of this for the power drawn.